Today I will review the book The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. You are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold. That is how important you are, Eckhart Tolle. The message of the book is every moment of my life is a miracle. The author said that our mind causes our problem, not other people, not the world out there. When a person reaches advanced levels of spirituality, extraordinary capacities begin to blossom of love, intuition, perception, communication. It is in now we can find our true self. What is now? Now means intense conscious presence in the now. The author wants us that we have to look inside our own self. There are many diseases in the world, and thinking has become a disease. Disease happens when things get out of balance. We all do lot of aimless thinking. How can you come to now? Here is an example. Every time you walk up and down the stairs in your house, pay close attention to every step, every movement, even your breathing. When you come out of your car, pause for a few seconds and observe the flow of your breath. We can get glimpses of love and joy or brief moments of deep peace. And they are possible whenever a gap occurs the stream of thought. Love, joy, and peace cannot flourish until we have freed ourselves from mind dominance. What is the difference between pleasure and joy? Pleasure is always derived from something outside you, whereas joy arises from within. Love, joy, and peace are deep states of being, or rather three aspects of the state of inner connectedness with being. Pain or suffering arises through desire or craving, and that to be free of pain, we need to cut the bonds of desire. What is pain? Resentment, hatred, self-pity, guilt, anger, depression, jealousy, and so on. Even the slightest irritation are all forms of pain. So the author wants that we live in the present and we dissolve the past pain. And he said there are two levels of pain in our body. The pain from the past that still lives in our mind and body, and the pain that we created in now. The greater part of human pain is unnecessary. It is self-created as long as the unobserved mind runs our life. The pain that we create now is always some form of non-acceptance, some form of unconscious resistance to what it is. On the level of thought, the resistance is some form of judgment. On the emotional level, it is some form of negativity. The more we identify with our mind, the more we suffer. The more we are able to honor and accept the now, the more we are free of pain and suffering. The present moment is all we have. We have to make now the primary focus of our life. We have to say yes to the present moment. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it. Always work with it, not against it. Make it your friend and ally, not your enemy. This will transform our whole life. When we are unable to access the power of now, every emotional pain that we experience leaves behind a residue of pain that lives on us. Whenever there is anger, there is always pain underneath. Whenever there is a dark mood or negative thinking, our thinking has become aligned with the pain body. and we have become unconscious and vulnerable to the pain's body's attack. Stay present and continue to be the observer of what is happening inside us. Once we have understood the basic principle of being present as the watcher of whatever happens inside us, and we understand it by experiencing it, we have at our disposal the most potent transformational tool. What message is the body receiving continuously from the ego? The false mind-made self. Danger. I am under the threat. And what is the emotion generated by this continuous message? Fear, of course. The compulsive need to be right in an argument and make the other person wrong, defending the mental position with which we have identified, is due to the fear of death. If we identify with a mental position, then if we are wrong, our mind-based sense of self is seriously threatened with annihilation. So our ego cannot afford to be wrong. To be wrong is to die. Power over others is weakness disguised as strength. True power is within. As long as the egoic mind is running our life, we cannot truly be at ease. The secret of life is to die before you die and find that there is no death. Time is very precious and we need to learn to use it wisely rather than waste. People engage in dangerous activities. Why? So that it forces them into the now. When you are completely present in now, no suffering. Rumi, the great poet and teacher of Sufism, said, "Past and future veil God from our sight. Burn up both of them with fire." Be present as the watcher of your mind, of your thoughts and emotions, as well as your reactions in various situations. The enlightened person, the spiritual person, always focus on now. Unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, all forms of fear are caused by too much future and not enough present. Guilt, regret, resentment, grievances, sadness, all form of non-forgiveness are caused by too much past and not enough presence. Focus your attention on the now and tell me what problem you have at this moment. Neither failure nor success has the power to change your inner state of being. Can anxious thought add a single day to our life? The pollution of the planet is only an outward reflection of an inner psychic pollution. Millions of unconscious individuals not taking responsibility for their inner space. What is going on inside me at this moment? Look and observe people around you who have a strong tendency to hold on to the past. Feel the power of this moment and the fullness of being. Feel your presence. The only thing that is ultimately real about your journey is the step that you are taking at this moment. That's all there ever is. Your life's journey has an outer purpose and an inner purpose. The outer purpose is to arrive at your goal or destination to accomplish what you set out to do, to achieve this or that, which of course implies future. Your outer journey may contain 1,000,000 steps. Your inner journey only has one step, the step you are taking right now. The sooner you realize that your outer purpose cannot give you lasting fulfillment, give attention to the present Give attention to your behavior, to your reactions, moods, thoughts, emotions, fears, and desires as they occur in the present. The past cannot survive in your presence. It can only survive in your absence. The teacher and the taught together create the teaching. If you keep your attention in the body as much as possible, you will be anchored in the now. You won't lose yourself in the external world, and you won't lose yourself in your mind. When you focus within and feel the inner body, you immediately become still and present as you are withdrawing consciousness from the mind. The more consciousness you bring into the body, the stronger the immune system becomes. When listening to another person, don't just listen with your mind, listen with your whole body. Feel the energy field of your inner body as you listen. True salvation is a state of freedom from fear, from suffering, from a perceived state of lack and insufficiency, and therefore from all wanting, needing, grasping, and clinging. It is freedom from compulsive thinking, from negativity, and above all from present and future as a psychological need.